good to see all of you. So, I know I wasn't live much last week, and I thought that we missed out on one of the weeks of the series here, but I took a look at it, and it's still in winter, the third week. And so, technically, we haven't even missed anything yet, so... But, yeah. Yes, mostly kids. There's a few adults in the stretch class. There are a few less than usual because it was storming pretty bad. Oh, man. Hopefully you guys are safe. Oh, and these... We got a few things to redeem. Nice. Cool. Yeah, this first week, I don't know what they'll do. I mean, it's just the Horizon Backstage Pass, so not a big deal, but... Yeah, we didn't get all the points because we couldn't get the trial. It didn't work for us. Some of the stuff didn't work, so... I think that they finally got the different things, the different stuff to show correctly. We'll see. Enter the Hall of Fame. Okay, we'll see. All right. We've got those. Only one of those was actually new. Okay. All right. Well, fun. I'm glad that you can have. I think it's always fun with kids doing dance and stuff like that. I remember my little niece doing ballet or dance classes and stuff, and my wife went one time to go pick her up after she finished, and it was fun to see them. So, voting. I don't think it really matters. I feel like I have half of these. I feel like I have most of these already anyways. Yeah, we don't have that one or that one. So there's... Ooh, it's the 4C. I like that car, actually. I remember that. Alfa Romeo. Gonna get that one. But, yeah. That's fun that you guys get to do that. I bet Honest will be an amazing dancer with a teacher like you. That'll be so much fun, I'm sure, to see when she grows up. How's it going, Kathy? Miss Topicals. How's it going? Did you you made it out of you made it out of the Nether there. How was the rest of your stream earlier today? It goes. Tired? Yeah, I'm glad you're able to make it out in one piece. Yeah. There's got to be a better way we can go through and figure out our pathfinding through there. That's let's see, radio volume. I think we just turned that down, right? Speech, tires, cars, UI, sound effects. Radio DJ. Okay. I think that's what we want. Save, continue. Stream's good. I'm just feeling like a lot of social interaction has happened lately, and I'm full of them. Yeah, I feel like you've had a lot going on, so that makes sense. With your birthday and this and that, and babysitting and doing stuff with family, it sounds like, so a lot going on. All right. Hey, and Bronson's here too. Here, just been lurking. Was first, by the way. I don't know. You didn't say it in chat. Who knows? No. I was also went out to a new restaurant today, and I don't enjoy trying new food, so it was a lot. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. There's certain things that I enjoy, and it's kind of hard sometimes. Even going to the same restaurant, I get a lot of the same stuff just because I know it's good, and sometimes it's hard for me to branch out. But I very much wanted to go home. Weird flex. Alright. Alright, Game sounds look like they're a little hot. Turn that down just a tad. That should be a little bit better. I could probably, I don't know, let me know if you want me to turn that down a little bit more. I'm trying to look at the decibel levels or the mixer here. It's hard because I feel like it's not quite even, or I don't know, I'm trying, I mean, I do a bit of sound engineer type stuff, whatever, I guess at church, running our soundboard and all that. But I don't know how accurate everything is on the mixer here within OBS. I'm sure it's pretty accurate. So the food I got was okay. Ended up just eating. What did you get? What did you get? Is it something different, or is it something some type of thing you've had before? Merlin is up in his little cat tree next to me and sleeping, and I can hear him kind of snoring and making little sleepy noises. It's cute. Grilled chicken breast. Didn't really want to try anything. Well, that's pretty safe. Chicken is, unless you get something with a weird sauce or something, chicken is usually pretty safe. But I think it's kind of annoying places that just try to make something unique and different just for the sake of it, when it's not even really like, I don't know, they try to be fancy, whatever, for the sake of being fancy, and it's just like a really weird combination, and half their stuff is like that, so it's like, well, I don't know. I know I'm a little bit more of a picky eater, which I don't like, but yeah, my taste buds are my taste buds, so it was okay. Gave me a bone. Do you not like having like meat and stuff on the bone? My dad had to take care of that. Yeah, some people they don't like when meat's on the bone or whatever. It just kind of weirds them out and whatever. Freaks you out. Big no-no. Yeah, I can understand that. It doesn't quite bother me, but I guess I'm kind of used to it a little bit. You know, I guess Americans were used to like fried chicken and things like that, so it's not anything too different for some of us, but I think just cooking with it on the bone, or like, I mean, skin on the meat and stuff, having to deal with that. You don't get it deboned or skinless, it's kind of a little weird dealing with that. So I understand. Yeah, I think one of the weirdest things with the sound too is that the sound that you're hearing, the levels for each of the channels, is not quite the same as what I hear. Because I hear more music from the music player than I do game sounds. But when I'm looking at my audio levels, my music is lower than the game audio. It's so annoying. And I have like the music in the browser turned like almost all the way down. I turn it down just as little as I can, and then turn it up just a little bit. Maybe that'll work. Kind of weird. That's a big thing. Keep my sound levels the same for me and the stream. If they vary, it's very minimal. Yeah, it's so weird with like getting audio, like music and stuff from. Like I have music playing from YouTube right now, and so I have a separate channel, you know, for music like that, and then I have the game audio coming in through my capture card, and maybe it's just because I'm using speakers and there's other kind of noise in the room a little bit slightly, some quiet humming from my wife's laptop and the fans, and whatnot, but kind of hard to hear perfectly. Probably need to get one of those ear cleaning kits, because I bet I have a lot of like random build up of earwax or something too that's keeping me from hearing really well. Probably be shocked with how well I can hear if my ears are actually cleaned out all the way. Gross. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome for that. And I'm the only person that deals with that. No one else has issues like that, so. Alright. I wish I knew which ones we haven't driven yet. I always drive Subarus, so we'll change it up and do some Mitsubishis. Your mom used to put those weird candles in your ear when you got ear infections as kids. I don't know if they even do anything. I don't know. I've never had an ear infection unless I had one when I was a baby or something. And I've never used one of those before, but I don't know. Yeah. I've seen some things online that like it can connect to your phone and it has like a little camera and stuff to help kind of clean things out. So I'm kind of tempted to try one of those. I've heard good things about them from somebody, so I'm curious. And, you know, doing music and all that at church anyways, I'd like to be able to hear well. That definitely helps. So, you've had a lot of sensitive ears. You tried putting a dropper of hydrogen peroxide in your ear? Yeah, I've done that a bit, and I know some people swear by that. I don't really feel like I notice too much of a difference when I do that, and I've heard that some people say that doesn't really do as good. So, yeah, Dr. Connor. Disclaimer, not a doctor. Like, these days you have to say things like that because people just go crazy assuming things. Anyways, hope you guys were able to relax a little bit today at some point. Maybe not Kathy with going out to dinner and getting lost in the nether. She's probably still shook by that. I want to get a professional to just get in and there and scrape it all out. That'd be great. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of the little tools that you can use, and, you know, I'm sure there's things you can do yourself and not have to pay an expert to do it for loads of cash. But relax? I don't know the meaning of relax. Not even in my vocabulary. Be like Aaron Rodgers, just relax. R-E-L-A-X, relax. Just want to chill. Well, now the weekend's over. Hopefully you can have some time to chill during the week. Who knows? Want to be by yourself for hours and hours. My wife is like that at times too. If she's around too much, she gets overstimulated pretty quickly. Pretty easily, so she just needs time to just like be by herself, just kind of we'll have like back when we were before we moved where we were, had a lot of friends in our young adults group at our church, and so we'd sometimes do things at our house and or just doing things with them in general and just be around people a lot, and I enjoyed it. But let's see, is that done now? I think that was the third one, right? Did we finish it? Is there one more? I thought that was only 2 races. Yeah, there we go. But like we'd have something at our house and she'd just like disappear for a little while. She'd go to her room, or our room, not just hers. She'd go to the room and just have to just sit and just like... Tried to take a nap when the baby napped earlier, but a few seconds after I close my eyes, I hear a little noise, and I open my eyes and see Anna's just wide-eyed staring at me. It's like they know when you're trying to relax. Like they know when you want to take a break too, and they're like, nope. Bronson got a nice 3-hour nap. Well, that's good for him, isn't it? Bronson. See, that's when you need him to dance around with the baby and do the things that he does, so then you can go off and have some time for yourself. I ain't slept is an issue. If it wasn't for all these cars in the way, they're all so slow. Get out of my way! Should try not to run into them too much. Sometimes they just pull out right in front of you. They love to just get in the way and throw on their brakes. Oh, why did I go around that corner? That was kind of a waste. Just following the road. Okay, that's a little too fast. Get out of here, car. Stop pushing me around. Excuse me. Pardon me. Do you have to overnight babysit again anytime soon? Oh man. I feel like she probably will say no. Just from the experience that she had last night. Or the other night. I'm not doing that again. Yeah, that's hard doing it overnight. I feel like there's a whole story behind them asking you to do that overnight on your birthday. That's quite the thing to have to do on your birthday. I mean, usually it's the other way around, and it's not your kid, so. Hey, it's your birthday. Do you mind babysitting for us overnight? Be great, thanks. Yeah, usually babysitting is just for like the evening or something, and so then you can pass them back off to mom and dad and everything is better. I would have to be it would have to be a hefty sum of money for me to watch someone else's kid ever again. Well, who knows? Maybe you'll have to do that for Forrest and Tessa or something. So that's the thing. Once you both have kids around the same age, then you can just like go back and forth and you watch their kids, they watch yours. That kind of thing. Alright? Is that a thing? Give each other some time. Have like date night. Stop yawning! Sorry. Well, not really. Can't help it. Okay, nothing new there. Got some wheel spins. Maybe we didn't actually miss a week at all, and just when we happened to do the last one, it worked out. I don't know. It's like I only have one set of wheel spins. Bronson's the type of guy to receive a tweet from someone, completely ignore it, and send you a tweet. Okay, let's head back to Mexico. Or Mexico proper.
Welcome back, Commander.
That's the thing, like I get new cars and then I'll get to I'll want to use them, but then I'll just be going into some sort of race somewhere that limits you to a certain car type. Okay. What do we got? Got one here. I'll send him like 7 messages through the day and not hear a word. All of a sudden, I'll get a tweet or see that he's been in Discord. Man, I'll catch up and I'll see you guys in Discord and be like, man, sometimes you guys have the longest conversations and it's like, man, what did I miss? And you guys are just randomly going on about this and that. Well, that's funny. They're like all the same body style practically. All right. I'll pick one and do it. Pick one and try it out. It's the smallest little windscreen. The thing is tiny. Okay. Not good grip. Oh, we're doing laps too. Okay. Come on. Turn! Man, the turning is not great on these things. And then you just have your back end kick out like that. Smash. Oh, hairpin turn, here we go. Man, these brakes are terrible. Oof. That was awful. It's the slowest brake. Come on. Get out of here. I hate how much they could just push you around. Come on, grip the road. There we go. Wonder how accurate the handling is for these as it was back in the day. I was like barely slowing down, but I was trying to brake as hard as I could. Okay, we're at least catching up, so that's good. You think that these would actually, because they're so light and everything, oh, that's right, this is the hairpin turn. You think that they would handle pretty good. Oh, like braking and turning as sharp as I can. Ridiculous. Yeah, these cars could use a little bit of an upgrade. Brake, 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 brake. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this week. We'll have a small group thing Tuesday night and then Thursday night. So not every night of the week, so that's good. Not that they're bad or anything, but it's nice to have some time off. I was looking and thinking about this. Between playing at church last week and all the things going on during the week, so Saturday night and then Sunday morning, played at church last weekend. Monday night, I didn't have anything. Then Tuesday night, had prayer meeting. Wednesday night, had small group. Thursday night, had small group. Friday, and then Friday didn't. No, and then Friday had a meeting with our production and music team. And then luckily didn't have anything on Saturday. So it's like, man, almost every day for a solid week. And a lot going on. Oh, look, Bronson's back. Me? What do you mean? What are you referring to? A busy pickle, yes. Nah, we weren't talking about you, Bronson. Not at all. Not at all. What summoned you back? Where have you been? This chair sinking down. I just feel like I'm kind of low. Yeah. Just let me know if that works. I think that should still pick up my voice pretty good. I know they say to have the mic kind of off to the side and not like directly in front of your mouth. So. All right, let's turn around.
When it is safe to do so.
Love how Connor and I are just casually talking about bread in the DMs. Oh. You guys are having your own side conversation. You making, Connor, are you talking about making sourdough? How's that going?
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh yeah, we want to check something else first. Bread. She's talking about Chilean bread called churrascas. Ah, interesting. That sounds. What's special about that? What's different? You make it on a pan? On a pan bread? Like on a stove? Only bread I talk about. Still kind of feel like the music is a little quiet. It's so annoying. I have to have the music down super low in the browser, but I literally have it up all the way in my audio mixer, and it still is like below halfway. It's like peaking at negative 35 decibels. So annoying. Maybe... yeah, I don't know. Oh well. It is what it is. Oh, much better brakes. It's unleavened bread. We could try to make it Passover. Oh. Cool. Kind of like naan or something. It's kind of similar to that. So it'd be like having Kathy here. Oops. You eat it with avocados. Interesting. Avocado bread, kind of like, oh, you can make it like, it's like avocado toast. Oh gosh. Way too fast. I didn't see that coming up. Of course, that's like right when that other car is like right over the driving line about where it changes color. They look kind of like naan or mini pita bread. Oh, okay. That's cool. And my wife, sometimes she'll make naan if we're making some sort of Indian food or something like that. Buy them on the streets. Also have sopapillas. They're like fried pumpkin bread. Yeah, I've heard of sopapillas. I feel like I haven't had them in a long time or whatnot. Oh gosh, do you have to come plowing into that corner and run right into me? I think that's one thing I miss from playing Forza Motorsport 3. I used to take great joy in like running the computer players off the track and spinning them out. That was actually pretty fun. Can't really do that in this game. You can't really push them around at all. Sometimes you can kind of box them in and have them hit like oncoming traffic or catch a wall or something like that, but that's kind of hard to do. It's a different thing than what you guys have had over there. Oh, okay. Here's a sweet and here's a savory. I think savory sounds better than sweet. Yeah, I wonder if the sopapillas are like a dessert kind of thing maybe. It might be more of like a cinnamon, they have like cinnamon sugar on it or something like that. Like some whipped cream. I feel like that's how I've had them in the past. So, but yeah, savory, that sounds good. I feel like I like savory things more than sweet things. Put ketchup on yours? Or pebre, which is like a Chilean salsa thing. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty tasty. Alright. It's a mix of salsa and pico de gallo. I feel like people in the States would just call that pico de gallo and they just make it thicker or something. Oh, did we go up another level? We are at level 99. Ooh, we're so close. Okay. Last race. For this one, at least. Maserati. Ketchup is crazy. I wonder if your ketchup is any different than ours. I feel like putting like ketchup on a fried bread thing. I mean, I'd try it, but I guess if it's a savory kind of bread, maybe that would work well. I don't know. It's Hellman's. Yeah. Hellman's is a brand that makes like mostly like mayonnaise. Up here. Oh man, this is loosey-goosey. This will be interesting. There's a lot of torque behind him. Just don't spin out. Hellman's ketchup. Yeah, usually I feel like Hellman's is a brand that has mayonnaise where up here in the States. They might make ketchup up here too, but typically like the two most common brands is Heinz and Hunt's. And then if you find some sort of other like store brand or something else that's different. And these guys are holding their ground pretty good. I'm just having a hard time just staying gripped to the road here. I can feel the back end kind of kicking out when I accelerate. And I feel like for some reason the accelerator, you use the right trigger, but it's like not as sensitive to just like ease into it. It's either just on or off. It's almost just like a button. It's really weird. Like I just barely hold it down and it's like he's revving the engine at max. Alright, we gotta get past a few more of them. Come on, guys. It's good. Used to buy sopapillas with ketchup during high school for 20 cents each. That's cool. We had, when I was in high school, they had a thing called the student store. So it was run by this group called DECA, which is like within like some business classes. And they'd get experience. So they'd run the store and sell stuff during lunch. Where they'd have like, so the way they did our lunch periods is in high school is that half of the school was in lunch while half of them had like a homeroom, like a study hall kind of thing. Man, we didn't pass any of them. Is this car just this bad to handle? They're just like way up there and they're not slowing down at all. We can't catch up to any of them. But so they had a thing called the student store, and so those that were in homeroom during one lunch ran it, and they had these things called bagel twists, and it was like bagel bread, and then they had like can we get past a couple of them here? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Get out of, oh my gosh, get out of here. Get out of here. I'm gonna cut you off. And they're kind of like a pizza bagel kind of thing, but they looked kind of like one of those twirly donuts that like twists like a braid, and it had like a marinara sauce thing baked onto it and seasoning and stuff. Like $1.50. Those are so good. I would escape and buy sopapillas outside, and then go back in, and the guard would look at us like. But yeah, man, those bagel twists are great, and they did like melted cheese on top. Oh man, missed it by 2 points. We didn't even like increase the difficulty, but they're just like These guys are overly difficult. That's right, you can just stay back there. Stay behind me. We need to catch all these guys first before we get too spread out. We need to at least get like 4th place probably. You're not allowed to leave school grounds. Yeah, I know. They had something like that for us too. Like, because we were... Oh, I thought that was going to take me out. We, our high school was right next to like a Dairy Queen and a 7-Eleven and a Burger King and like some teriyaki and other things. And so you had to get a special sticker that allowed you to go off campus. And I think to do that you had to like make sure that you didn't have like any fines. You couldn't be a freshman, so you had to be at least be a sophomore. And then and you didn't get it right away. Like you had like, so the first week or two of school no one had it. And I remember one year Dairy Queen had like, it was free cone day. So if you went in, you could get a free ice cream cone. And that happened before people got their off-campus passes on their IDs. And literally one of the guys who checks, I heard, was just waiting over there, just ready to catch people. And so everyone that went over there got dinged for it. And it's like, man, really, on free cone day, come on. Kind of heartless. Grilled cheese is the weirdest thing I put ketchup with. Really? I've never had ketchup on grilled cheese. I'm old enough to work. I'm old enough to walk 3 steps to buy sopapilla for lunch and go back. Yeah. I mean, I can understand that maybe like they don't want freshmen to do it. But it's like when you're already a certain age and you're literally driving to campus. Also, if you drove to campus and you parked in the parking lot, they would like close the gate and they would lock your car in until school was over. They wouldn't let you like take your car and leave campus in the middle of the day. Which I thought was also kind of a little bit severe. But fortunately for me, I didn't drive to school much. My mom usually dropped me off. I didn't have my own car in high school. But the few times that I did drive, I didn't have a parking pass, so I would park on the street. So I wasn't held back by that, if that ever was the case. But then if you left, you'd probably lose your really good parking spot. So, but it was just funny that people they had their cars locked behind the gate when they came to school. Rice and ketchup is good? I've never heard of that. You guys put ketchup on a lot of interesting things. Here they give you a pass. You just straight up couldn't leave. They don't even give you a pass. Really? That's dumb. Guard knew you after a bit and would wait for me to try and escape. I ended up giving money to the elementary school kids. It's one big school, and they'd buy you sopapillas and bring. So elementary kids could go, but you couldn't. So were you in high school at the time? So elementary school kids could do whatever they wanted, but high school kids couldn't. Oh, they got out of school earlier. Can't trust anyone. We had classes after lunch and they didn't. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, we had like a block schedule thing. So there was 8 different periods. 8 different periods. And they would have like even periods on one day and odd periods on the other, and they'd alternate. Even and odd, even and odd. And so you'd have 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, and 7, and then 2, 4, 6, 8. And so they'd have lunch or homeroom after the second class of the day. So you'd have 2 classes, and then lunch and homeroom, and then 2 more classes. And a lot of the time, I didn't even have the 4th class. I just had classes for the first 3 periods of the day. So, but they were like an hour and a half long or so, which, I mean, looking back, doesn't seem that bad. I don't know. After I gotten used to that, I kind of wondered, like, man, I remember in junior high I had classes that were like 45 minutes long. Like, that's barely any time at all. How could you ever get anything done? We had to stay from 6:45 until 6 p.m. Are you serious? You were there for like 11 hours? I started class at like 7:30? Or was 7:30 0 period? I don't remember. Something like that. Either 7:30 or 9, somewhere in there. And then I'd usually get off by about 1:30. And if I had a 4th class, I'd be there till like 3. So, literally, when I streamed, I'd go to school, run home, stream, bed, repeat. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's like no life at all. How do you have time for... Like, do they not do sports there? 'Cause that's like a big thing that, you know, in school you have like high school sports and things like that. And it's like, so many of them had like practice at a certain time, so you had to be done with class. And so if you didn't have sports, like, how would you just be in class forever? That's crazy. Whoa, dang it. I knew that was coming. I was a literal zombie for a year. My gosh. Was that like a special school you went to or something? That's rough. And then I was like, Mom, Dad, I want to do online school. And they said no. Then COVID happened and it was destiny. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of hard. Some people do just fine with online school, and some people had the hardest time of doing it. So, I mean, if you're able to do it and you can stay focused and do all that, then that's great. But yeah, I don't know. I just hear some people that, you know, generally most students really fell behind when all that stuff went on. So, but then again, that wasn't. Well, I don't know. Even that was when people came back after. So, yeah, I had basketball practice, but dropped out to stream. Oh, Catholic school. Okay, they made you attend church in the morning prayer, and a prayer thing in the morning, early in the mornings. Yeah, I went to a Christian school in junior high, and I mean, we had like a service, like a chapel service, but that was like one day a week. I think like Wednesdays or something like that. So it wasn't every day. But otherwise, I mean, we had normal classes. And I mean, one of them, typically, I mean, I think you got to choose somewhat your classes. But you still had stuff you had to take or whatever. But, you know, we had a Bible class too, so you had that. But I mean, oops, that's too fast. Freeze got fired for being a little too... Oh, geez. Ah, that's always sad to see. Yeah, it's too bad that, like, so many Catholic schools were not a good experience for students, and that really soured them to their faith. I don't know how many times I hear of people that are like, oh yeah, I grew up going to Catholic school, and then they're like, I want nothing to do with church and stuff like that, and that's unfortunate, because I'm sure it would be different if they went to a non-Catholic school, or a non-Catholic Christian school. That happened twice in 8 years. You were there. And you're like, how am I still in the school? Yeah, that's rough. That cannot be easy. I do know that the middle school that I went to, not long after I switched schools when I started high school, I went to public school for high school. But I think they, like some other larger Christian school organization, whatever, bought them out or something. And they like changed all sorts of stuff. They let go a lot of the staff, and I heard it was kind of rough. Literally 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and it's over. Oh, for your online school, Switch Online School. We just got given the material and had fun. Class had 6 people. Oh, yeah. Also, take your exams early in July, so I had gotta have school from March to July, and then be free till March. Really? Wow. I guess that's one nice thing about being on your own pace. And then if you're, really want to, you just get it done. I was homeschooled for elementary. I mean, we weren't like doing things all day long because, it was just me and my sister. And, I mean, we went and did like some homeschool stuff, like class kind of stuff at local Boys and Girls Club and stuff like that. Like there was, we did band, so that's when I started playing a musical instrument, and we did other kind of fun classes and sports camps and different things like that. So I mean, we had other activities that we did. We would do other stuff with my mom. We'd run errands with her and things like that. We didn't just spend all day doing class. But nowadays, it's like if kids do that, it's like if they're really determined, I mean, they can just do all their stuff in a short amount of time, and then they can focus on other cool, interesting things or whatever. I mean, they could get things done early and practically do what it takes to do college classes for certain things, I'm sure, if they really wanted to. Or like those people that do what was called in my high school. There's kids that instead of taking normal high school classes, they'd go to the community college and take community college classes for free, because technically they were still in high school, and so they'd get college credit before even graduating high school. So that's a pretty cool thing to do too. Could have gotten ahead an extra year. Whoops, but chose Rocket League. Rocket League, what class was that? I don't remember that class. Yeah, I did college classes, but they don't give you actual credits. Oh, that's lame. Why would you take them then? Done calculus like 3 times. Yeah, the math I did in high school, they called it like an integrated math, and so we didn't take like specific things like geometry and trigonometry and things like that for each of the classes. We the curriculum was kind of like a mixture. And so I don't, like, people ask, like, hey, what did you do for this? It's like, well, I don't know. I did 4 years of integrated math, which included a lot of different things. And so I probably did, it touched on topics of this and that. Okay. Oh, we're still doing that, so that's right. But then when I got to college, I mean, I started in, I mean, to get my accounting degree, I didn't even need that much math. I just did, like, you take the standardized testing before you go to college. And if you get a certain score on your tests, you could kind of like test out of lower level classes and stuff like that. So I didn't have to take like a really basic math class. So all I took was college algebra. For a time, I would stream myself doing math homework. That's great. And then you could become the teacher and teach others how to do all your homework. That's pretty funny. Where you'd have like the kids in your class watch your stream and get all your answers for your homework. That would be funny. Oh, they didn't know. Yeah, it's probably a good thing. I mean, there's a good number of people that are close to me that I don't go out of my way to be like, hey, I like to stream online and blah, blah, blah. If the conversation comes up, I'll mention it. But it usually doesn't go any further than just kind of mentioning it in passing. So I think one of the only friends that I know that does know, and he's also a streamer too, that I went to college with, so. But otherwise, like, pretty much everyone else, they don't really know that I stream. A lot of them aren't really into games as much anyways. They apparently grew up and I never did. But, I don't know. One time you had a teacher who gave... Oh, I think you remember you telling me about that. You gave your Twitch to... Don't remember why. Showed up into your stream to tell me to turn in your homework. And I told him, pretending his name was Daniel. Daniel, you and I both know I don't do that. Called him by his first name and everything. Ooh, called out on stream. That's got to be really weird having a teacher jump into your stream and be like, hey, don't forget to do this. Oh, it reminds me of that Am I the Ahab that Connor and Bronson did about the roommate who wouldn't pay his rent, his portion of the rent, and he streamed, so the guy got in his stream and was like talking bad about him in his own stream to all the other viewers. He was weird about it in class too. Yeah, that's yeah. I feel like I would only let teachers that I really trusted know that I streamed, because I feel like that's so kind of personal as well. And like, I don't know, some teachers you can just kind of click with well and you get along well with, and some it's just like, okay, it's more of a transaction thing. It's like, all right, you teach me, I'll learn stuff, and we'll do the class, and then it'll be done. He played FIFA during class. He was chill. Yeah, but everyone plays FIFA, so that's not anything special. So isn't that, besides like Call of Duty, that's like one of the most popular games out there? For me, the best teachers were the ones that left me alone and let me learn on your own. I hated the English teacher. Oh. Yeah, I mean, at the time, I think my English teachers, like in high school and stuff, I was like, but, you know, looking back, it's kind of like almost fond memories a little bit. Kathy, do you want to turn over the magic leaf and reveal the secret English word underneath? No. What? Oh, I feel like there's a story behind that. What is that? The magic leaf. What kind of magic leaf is that? That's true, yeah, second language. She's trying to be dynamic or something. PowerPoint, she fancy with it. Yeah, there's some teachers that did well. I feel like if you're an English teacher, sometimes you're a little bit... You know, sometimes you're a little weird. I feel like you kind of have to be with some of the books they made us read. It's like, what am I reading? Ooh, level 100. Nice. And it's like, there's just so many weird books out there. And then, this is a classic. You need to read it. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Actually, let's check the car mastery here. Hey, look at that. We need to get some more of those points. And she was all like, kid about it too. We 16. I straight up just told her no. Ooh, this looks interesting. Oh, and the other English teacher, I was in the bilingual program. She pretended so hard to have an English accent. I bet that sounded pretty funny. Just like anyone that pretends to have an accent that isn't their own. It's like, it doesn't sound right. I'm trying a little too hard there. Ooh, turning is not the greatest with this car. Nope, you can't pass me. Okay. Oof. Yeah, there's no indicators on the ground about how slow to go around these corners and when to start braking. It's like halfway through the turn they show up. Maybe it's just that corner. Oh man, they're pulling away. Yeah. Catherine in Spanish isn't pronounced with a TH, it's just a T. Catherine. But this teacher would like enunciate with TH like crazy. Even when we were talking in Spanish. That's funny. That's true, yeah, there's all sorts of different kind of things that each language kind of emphasizes and enunciates as. And it was always funny that, I don't know, it's funny that you mentioned that. I'm thinking back to like the classes that when I had like Spanish as a class, and so everyone would start the semester or whatever, and they would choose a Spanish name to go by in class. So like for your English class then, did they do something like that? Like pick an American or an English name and that's what they would refer to you as? Because I know they did that for us, and I always thought that was kind of weird. And one time in English class with the magical leaf teacher, I had a classmate that had something against me. I don't know. Anytime I spoke or asked something, he would go, "That's stupid. Stop." I was saying this dumb question. I got sick of it and blew up at him. Not my proudest moment. But she straight up defended the other kid. Oh gosh. I was like, bro, you suck. And after the biology teacher tried to be all therapist on you, I was like, just leave me alone. No, we didn't do that. Sometimes you translate names and sorry. And thought, which I thought was weird. Good grief. Yeah. And this car can barely turn. No wonder they're always kind of passing me and stuff. Hit the wall, hit the wall. See, he's just like pushing me around. And you're cutting up from on the inside. Nice. Okay, we'll get on the straightaway up here, and they'll just randomly throw on their brakes. Like right here, for some reason, they like throw on their brakes and they slow down. Whoops. Oh, I didn't even slow down when I should have. Oh well. Oh, I even missed the checkpoint. All right. Let's pay attention now. Yeah, I'm so used to seeing those brake lines around the corners that half of these corners don't have them. Or they have them where you don't need them. I wonder if they're showing like on some lower road or something. And this car has terrible handling. Can barely turn at all. I think I should sleep. Go ahead, yeah. I'm sure it's already 1:30 where you're at. Should get some rest. You got school. You got university tomorrow. Thanks for coming by and chatting though. It's nice hanging out with you. And hopefully we can get on Minecraft again at some point here. Get a little further. I want to like go explore in a direction and see if we can find another biome or something like that sometime. So we'll have to try that out. Alright, say hi to the missus. I will. See ya. Have a good night. Yeah, this is a terrible car. They make it look all cool and everything. It's some sort of roadster, but this thing just does not want to grip the road at all. And we'll do a quick little shout out to Kathy. Any of you have not followed her channel, go ahead and do so. She's pretty good at Fortnite, really good at Rocket League, and okay at Minecraft. Nah, she's great. Oh, yay. A dress for my in-game character. Alright, I need to... Let's sit forward just a little bit here. Need a footrest here under my desk. Okay, what is left? Let's just go take a look at the festival playlist. Still need to do 40 points, or 20. That will do 5. That will do 10. It's not a ton of things to do. We could do Horizon Tour. These treasure hunts, I never quite... I don't know, those are kind of weird. Photograph any retro supercar at the Temple of Quechua. You can check that one out. Retro supercar. Oh no, not that one. Supercar. Ooh, Lotus. Sure, why not? Alright, let's look for that temple. I think it's near some water, maybe? Should have one of these little signs next to it. Now, let's see, what area? Is it like, say, a city or something? Just the Temple of Quechua, okay. No, I said over. Alright, where are some lakes? Well, maybe we won't do that. I thought it'd be a little easier to find, but I guess not. Alright, we'll do something else. Let's try this thing. Got a tour bus coming. Watch out, tour bus! I like how you can, like, create a traffic jam. Oh. Joining a session here. Once it loads. Haha, Bronson, and welcome back. Lurk mode, disengage. How are you doing, my friend? You missed out on some fun conversation with Kathy. Talking about her fun times in school. Alright, we're trying to join up with some online match. Race thing. It's kind of slow. But how are you? What were you working on? Anything interesting? There you go. How's your weekend been? Putting together next episode of Ancient Echoes. Nice. How often do you guys put a new episode out? Is that like a weekly thing? Weekend has been very busy, but not super bad. Just sort of bad. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Mine has been... I was talking about it earlier, but it's been nice because it's been a little bit quieter. Or for me personally, since the previous weekend, I had been doing something church-related almost every night, or each day. So like Saturday and Sunday, I was plane. And then Monday I didn't have anything. Tuesday we had prayer meeting. Wednesday I had what was Wednesday? Wednesday was small group. Thursday small group. Friday was like a team meeting thing. And yeah, Friday was a team meeting, so. And then finally Saturday was a quiet day. More or less. So it was it's been a good weekend. Got to so we had my wife's grandma and her parents over for kind of dinner, lunch, whatever this afternoon. So that was nice. Got to hang out with them. Her grandma hasn't seen our house, so that was fun for her to check it out. It's supposed to be a weekly thing, but doesn't all turn out like that. Okay, let's see if we can get past these last two guys here. Yeah, super busy. So like I would get off work and I was in the office more when I normally work from home. So the extra commute time and everything. So I would go to work, come home. I could like relax for half an hour to an hour or so and then go off to the next thing. And so, which, I mean, they're good things. I'm just glad that, I'm not necessarily doing that every week. So, what did we eat? So my wife's dad, he put roast in the crock pot, and so we had some hot roast and potatoes, corn, rolls, and then we got some chocolate cream pie for dessert. So it was nice. So, and that's her grandma that is now new to the area that we moved up here, so, or moved over here, I should say, from Oregon. So it is nice to see her as well. Sounds like she's doing pretty good where she's at, so that's good to hear. And my wife's mom has been spending time with her and stuff most days for at least a little while, so that's been good. So I feel that that's my life, bro. Get home from work, get martial arts stuff together, leave the house, come home, get stream together, go to bed, repeat. Yeah. How often do you have martial arts classes? Is that every night, or is that just certain nights out of the week? But hey, at least you're doing things, especially your job too. Anyways, you're doing something that is keeping you active as well, so that's good. I kind of wish my job was a little bit more active as well. I feel like sometimes I just end up sitting in front of a computer and stuff and a desk, just too much. So my old job had a little bit more, at least walking around and stuff. So I train for 2 hours on Tuesdays and teach for an hour on Thursdays and teach for 5 hours on Sundays. Okay, well, at least it's not every night. So that makes sense why you guys, I would imagine that you don't stream as often on some of those days, just to give yourself a break. That makes sense. But yeah, good for you. I don't know, with the things going with this economy, I keep toying around in the idea of getting a second job too, and my wife is always like, no, don't do that, we'll be okay. But it's just like, man, it'd just be so nice to not have to worry about finances as much, and just have things working out. And we just had to cut so many things and do so many different things. Oops. Oh, we're gonna get caught on the rocks. Alright. This is not an effective way to go down a mountain, kids. Oh my gosh. Woo! There you go. But, yeah, I don't know. Oop. I'm launching right into a tree. But, I mean, so like we've changed our internet around, which at first we reduced the speed. We found a new provider that's more cost effective now. We changed our cell phone service around to do like a family plan with friends. Which like cut our bill by a lot. We were paying like 120 bucks and now it's like 40 bucks, 40, 50 bucks a month for each of us, or for us with our friends. We got rid of doing like having garbage pickup at our house, so we can go to the dump for free where we live, and so we just bring our own garbage to the dump and recycle. What else? We've done... Oh, can we get there in time? Got 10 seconds. Come on, car. What else? Cut my own hair at the house instead of getting it cut other places. I don't know. There's just so many little things that we've done just to like save money, and we're still like, it's still tough. But man, and it's not until times like this that you're like, man, there's so many little things that I guess you kind of take for granted that are really actually just a luxury. Dump is free. Yeah, and how much is the drive, or how long is the drive? It's not too far. It's like, I think it's maybe like 5 miles away or something. I don't know. I've never really... maybe it's like 10 minutes of driving or so. And we're like somewhat in the city, so it's not just like driving straight on the freeway for 10-15 minutes. So, but that it is nice being able to do something like that, because otherwise, I mean, like garbage pick up and recycle is like 40 bucks a month it works out to be. So between that, then we're saving like nearly 80 bucks a month for our phone. We're now paying at least like 20 to 30 bucks less, I think, for our internet. You know, every 2 to 3 months I'm not paying 20 or 30 bucks, however much they've jacked the price up now for cutting your hair. I don't know, there's just so many things. It's just, I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for income tax to be reduced and all that kind of stuff. Tired of paying double for the things that were so much more affordable just a few years ago. So, oops, let's get around this corner. What? Someone, whoop! Oh gosh, someone dropped out, huh? There's only 3 of us. Billy Man, a Doge check would be appreciated. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's that. I've heard of the idea that they're working on potentially of trying to make it so people making under $150,000 a year don't pay income tax. It's like, wow, that would be amazing too. That'd be great. I mean, these are all just ideas, so they're not really there. Even the Doge check thing, the Doge dividend, that's just an idea. It's not, nothing's official, but I don't know. As much as I'd probably like that, I think it would be good if we just paid down the debt and just like tried to even like knock out more of our country's debt, because it's just astronomical. So, but we have 2 trash bins on garbage pickup. It's $110 every quarter of the year. Yeah, it was like, I forget, it was something kind of like that for us too, so it worked out to being about like 40 bucks a month. So it's like, you know what? We can do it ourselves. Reduced income tax would be much appreciated. I know, just like little things like that would feel like you got a raise. It'd feel like we got a raise in our income when it's just, hey, they're taking less money from us. Gas has gone down quite a bit where we are. I've seen it gone down a little bit. It's still technically more than what I've seen even in several months past, but like for us it's about 270, 280 or something like that. I've seen it down to like 230, 240, I feel like, within a year ago or something, but that might have just been around election time when Biden was trying to get people to vote for whoever. Because, oh, our gas prices are low. I love that. Yeah, lower gas prices. Oh, that's something that the president can't affect. And then just on a whim, he'll just, oh yeah, we'll just lower it. Oh, we can't do this. President can't do that. Well, actually.
In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
So, anyways, before we get into too much of that, I guess. If he was the one signing off on things and not his team using a rubber stamp, that would be nice too. Anyways, I saw that. I don't make 150,000. Yeah, I don't either. So that would be great. It's the eggs, bro. Yeah, man. I know we get our eggs from Costco, and we get like 2 dozen, and it ends up being like, I think they're like $9 or $10 for 2 dozen, or something like that. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. And, you know, we're trying not to get just like the basic white eggs as well. We're trying to get, you know, more healthy eggs and just, you know, trying to get that in our diet a little more just because, you know, they're good for you, unlike what some groups like to say. Oh, hello there. So, but, yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, just kind of... Jeez, you see that? He just like, oh, yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna push you around. Oh well, they don't need me anyways, apparently. Jeez, what a teammate. Thanks, buddy. Feel like I need to sell Botan to afford eggs. I know, we want to eventually, I think, get ducks and raise ducks at where we live and get duck eggs and stuff. I don't know when that will be, but I think that would be pretty fun. It would be interesting. I heard the duck eggs are really good, and they're bigger than chicken eggs. Ducks lay eggs the whole year instead of like chickens, they don't in the winter. You know, they're just as nutritious or even more. So I don't think I've ever had duck eggs before, so I'm kind of... Oh, are you kidding me? I touched it. Come on. But I'm looking forward to it when we get to that point, but honestly we need to be able to afford to actually have them, take care of them, feed them before we can do that, and so need to pay down some more debt and stuff before we can do that. So put rabbit ears on her and oh. Alright, I need to catch up on... You guys are talking too fast and I'm driving and I can't pause because I'm playing online with real people, so... Man, that one guy just really screwed me over. And I have not really been able to... Except for missing that one flag, I have not really been able to get back into this race. Man, that really set me back. But yeah, I think having ducks would be pretty fun. I'm kind of curious what the cats will think of them too. So I think that they'll have a lot of fun with them. So, and honestly, I think, I don't know, I just kind of like ducks more than chickens anyway, so I think that'd be a lot of fun. And I think they even live longer. They're easier to take care of somewhat in a way that, like, they don't get sick as much or something like that. Okay, here we go. I can get past a couple of them. Boom! Got past 3 of them. Yeah, something got bleeped out on yours too. What are you trying to say? Bronson saying terrible things in chat again. And you're a mod too. Shame on you. No. Alright, what did I miss? The nickel and dime every aspect of our lives. Before you know it, there's $300 missing. Yeah, I know. It's like, I really try not to spend more money than I have to. Like, I'm really trying not to, like, buy personal things for myself as much as possible. Just trying to, you know, do the best I can, and it's hard. You have to pay someone like to take Botan. Better than $6 a dozen for the cheapest eggs. Oh, is Food Line that expensive for you guys for the cheap eggs? Oh man. That's kind of the issue. Eating healthy is extra expensive. I know, and we're like, we'd love to do, like, we would really want to like get meat, like beef and stuff, from a local farmer butcher guy, where like you can buy like a whole cow or a half cow or a quarter cow and things like that. We'd love to do something like that, but man, that's expensive too. Put rabbit ears on her. Putty for sale for Botan. We'd have so much more cash if we ate the highly processed food. I know. I mean, we'll have some here and there, but you know, we try to eat more whole food and just normal stuff. Seeing that ducks are easier to raise. Eggs are much bigger. Yeah, I've heard that their eggs are much meatier in texture. That's what I've heard. Pay like $40 or more to get meat for the week. Yeah, well, honestly, like, the grocery store that's closest to us will have Class A track toys. Okay, they'll have like ground beef on sale every once in a while. That's like half price what it normally is. So it's like $3.50 a pound, and so then we'll just like get a bunch of that at once and put it in the freezer. Track toys Class A. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. That's a track toy, huh? This thing has much better specs. Let's do this one. Duck eggs are good for baking. Oh, okay. Excited for you. Like to get some ducks too. Dude, if you guys end up doing that, let me know. Plus, duck meat is delicious. I've had some duck meat and stuff before. It's always been... It's never been like just normal. It's always been like a certain other kind of thing. Like at work, where I used to work, we had, you know, people that grew up where they had duck a lot, and so I remember having like different what do they call it? Well, people just bring in like potluck stuff. I remember some people bringing in duck meat that they did. It was all right, but I think it was just the seasonings and stuff that they had that I didn't really, I don't know, just didn't quite like it. But you could literally on my screen just type some asterisks. You guys. I'm a Whole Foods girl on a food line budget. Yeah. We can do the butcher farmer thing where we live. The problem is Connor would have to go to 7 different houses. Yeah, we haven't quite got to the point where we're checking out like some of the different, because people put out little farm stands in front of their house. Some of them, if they have like produce, some of them do that for eggs. If they have chickens or ducks, and different things like that. And then there's just other ranchers and stuff that are like cattle ranchers that will do that kind of thing. And I think we'd like to do that, but I think we'd probably like go halvesies with her parents or something like that. And if you get like a certain amount, they actually like literally give you a whole standing freezer full of it for it and everything. So, which I'd love to get a standing freezer too and have more space and take up less footprint in our garage. We have a little chest freezer that works good. So more power, baby. We're starting to get around them here. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. This is a good group of people this time, so that's nice. Sometimes the group you get in is not that great. But they all seem like they're somewhat competent drivers, which is nice. There's a strawberry stand up the road that sells buckets of them, and they're so good. Oh man, I know, I'm looking forward to some of that because we planted our garden in our backyard last year. That was our first year, and we had a whole separate like a whole separate like bed for strawberries. So they're self-contained because they do kind of spread out, and they're not like weeds, but they can kind of take over. So we have them separate. And last year we kind of plucked off the flowers when they came up to just have the plants focus on like just establishing themselves, and it filled up really good. And so I'm really looking forward to this year. We should get a lot of strawberries. So making some jam. And with some of the things that we have, I really want to see, like, because my wife, we do those craft fairs and things like that where she makes crochet things, she makes candles. I'm like, man, we got a lot of peppers last year that we still have. We should make like some salsa and sell that. We'll be in strawberries. We should make jam and sell that. We just need to get like our cottage license, I think it's what it's called. Do that. We can. What else? And Costco, we were there last week and they had their fruit trees. So we have an apple and a pear tree that we planted in the last year or two. And then this year they just brought out their fruit tree saplings, and we got a peach and a plum tree. So I'm excited about those. I think having a peach tree would be awesome. So, but yeah, if we can make some jams and stuff, and just, maybe there's more things that we can do. We tried making like some zucchini bread. We got so many zucchinis. I want to try to do that we got a lot of cucumbers too. I want to see if maybe we can like sell pickles and stuff, because we had a ton of that this last year. And some of it went to waste, unfortunately. But if we can get the cottage license and do some produce kind of stuff like that that gets canned and everything that lasts a long time. That would be great. So your strawberries sells buckets of them. They're so good. I want to make strawberry cream pie again this year. That sounds amazing. That sounds really good. I've been slacking in the garden. I should be taking care of that last week. Hey, it's still early. It's still early. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, we get with the produce that we're getting, there's just some things we're changing things up, like the volume of certain things, so we can get, like we did onions last year, and we didn't really we went through onions a little bit faster than we thought, so I think we're going to try to plant more of those, plant some more regular potatoes, broccoli as well. We had like 6 or 8 broccoli plants last year, and really only 2 of them were harvestable. They got attacked by caterpillars, and we just barely were able to, get a little bit of 2 of them, harvest. So, cottage license, I haven't heard of that. Is it necessary to sell at a farmer's market? I think it's more of like an Idaho state thing, and not every like farmer's market or like craft fair thing requires it, but some do. And I don't think it requires all that much. I need to talk to my wife and see if she can look into that again before we get started for the year. But you can make pepper jelly. Oh yeah, I've heard like jalapeno jelly and stuff like that. That's a thing where you're from. Yeah, it sounds really familiar. But we got these pretty spicy peppers. They're Ring of Fire peppers. They're really skinny and long. Oh my gosh, jeez, come on, guys. He totally missed that flag. Yeah, get out of here. These idiots that just plow through. It's like, can you just actually like use skill and just drive instead of like playing bumper cars here? But yeah, we got these really spicy peppers. We haven't even made any salsa yet. We need to look into trying to do that, because if we can make a good recipe, I'd love to sell that at a farmer's market or something like that too. I feel like that would do really well. So, but yeah. But yeah, the trees, I'm super excited about those trees. It'll take a little while for them to fruit and everything. Like, the apple tree is our probably longest tenured tree. This will be... We planted it... Well, we planted it one year, didn't get any... We just had leaves and stuff. Last year, it tried to fruit, and I even like pruned it back quite a bit so it could focus on a few fruits, and even that they didn't grow great, and they kind of started gotten eaten by insects. So we need to figure out a good way to like keep them from getting devoured by bugs. But this will be year 2 for the pear plant, year 3 for the apple plant. The plum tree that we got actually looks pretty... It was kind of big, so it might technically be the oldest out of the 4 trees we have, and then the peach tree is pretty tiny, but that was pretty picked over. I think this year was the year of everyone wanting a peach tree, because there was like only 4 or 5 of those left. Plenty of apple trees, there's cherry trees, plum trees. I didn't see any pear trees this year. So, but yeah, it's always the bugs. So, we grow onions from seeds. We did. We actually have some growing in our little little temporary greenhouse we have inside our growing in the house right now. We have a little pop-up greenhouse thing with shelves to kind of get seeds started in trays and stuff. So we have that going. We got tomatoes, broccoli, and onions starting right now. And yeah, so that's exciting. Is this what road races like in real life? Yeah, especially when you're trying to look at chat while driving. Okay, fine. I'll just let everyone pass me. Um, I only made homemade salsa once, and man, it was amazing. Yeah, because we grew like 3 different varieties of peppers last year, and we have actually. So you have to save the pepper plant and like repot it and like try to bring it inside to keep it alive and everything. And so we have one of each in pots in one of the bedroom windows. And one of them actually has a pepper on it. It's hilarious. It grew a pepper during the off season. But we have a ring of fire. We have like mini bell peppers, and then something else. They're more of like a jalapeno-ish type pepper. So, we did a little landscaping around the front porch this weekend. So Connor and I will be going to Lowe's this week to pick up some stuff for the garden. Nice. Another fruit tree maybe on the list. Awesome. Yeah, let me know how that goes. I've always wanted to have an apple tree as a kid, and we never did. And so I am super excited about having fruit trees. So that's just one thing we just didn't do, I guess. When I was a kid, my parents made made like a raised bed. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see if we can find it. When they had a raised bed garden and everything. Let's see what that hint says for this treasure thing. I usually don't do these. Oh, just find the treasure. That's it? Is that really where it's at? Is it like right in front of me? It looks like it's supposed to be right in front of one of these hangars. No, not that one. So, we did things like corn, strawberries. Oh, there's some of these ones too. What else did we do? Zucchini. There's a lot of different things, like snap peas and green beans. But they never. Oh, that was it. Wow, that was really hidden amongst the. Is that really where it was? It was like hiding amongst these barrels. I didn't even see it. Huh. Well, that was a lucky find there. But yeah. Growing onions from seed is impressive. Yeah, it really helps. So it's like that soft, thin, clear plastic material. It's just like a housing. It's a 4-tier shelf thing. And they have little wire shelves, and so you can put your little seed trays on them. And we got some grow lights and everything. So you can zip the door closed or open, depending on how warm or how much like moisture you need to trap in there. But let's see. We need to do. Oh, we finished it. We got it. Nice. So, but yeah, it works out pretty good. I imagine you driving like an old grandpa, to be honest. In real life, depends on the situation. Sometimes I can be a little more aggressive, but I'm not crazy out there. Do you guys grow out of raised beds or straight from the ground? We have some raised beds that we made. Maybe I'll take a picture and share it on Discord with you guys or something like that for fun. And we have a raised bed that we have like corrugated metal walls and stuff. It's not the best, and we did it that way because we thought that not bending over as much might be easier, like on my wife's back and stuff when she's working in the garden, but it's really not that different. So after a little while, I think we're going to revert back to, or we'll go to just the ground level ground beds and kind of expand that out a little bit. It should be a little easier to maintain as well. So, but and then that might leave us a little bit of room for a greenhouse and stuff too. A small little greenhouse, nothing big. So, okay. So we finished these. It's only 10. We can jump on and play some Fall Guys or something for a little bit. So I think I'll do that. I think I'll end the VOD here, but yeah, so we'll jump on and play some Fall Guys. So give me just a moment.